Hey everyone, this is Dalton at Dalton TFs, and today I'm bringing you something a lot of us have been waiting for as far as the Takara releases, and if you didn't tell from the title already, this is going to be over the Transformers Legends LG-42, the Super Trailer Godbomber. Now, if you were a kid growing up in the US and there was the reissue and commemorative series version of the Power Master Optimus Prime, or in Takara, Super God Ginrai, this would have been known as the Apex Armor, but in Japan this was Godbomber, the character. So, not a bad little trailer type vehicle. Looks kind of like a overly beefed up Zamboni, just looking at it. But you got all that nice silver paint there on the cab section. Go ahead and open that up without disassembling everything. We got his Headmaster, along with Ginrai and Ghost Shooter. So, and recently Takara have announced that they're releasing another set of the two together with Minerva and Cab, so that way you can have all three of the Headmaster Juniors in here at once. So, go ahead and close that back up. And he does have these little sections here that rotate up and down. The rocket launcher can move up and down as well, but mine is like really super loose, so it rolls fairly well. Now the box is like this. I believe this is actually how it's supposed to look, with the feet up like that. You got the big yellow taillights, and yeah. So real quick, we're going to take a quick look at the packaging. Pretty much your usual fare for Takara Legends figures. You got everything here. Super Trailer to Super Robot, Godbomber, the LG-42, all your health and safety warnings. You got all the different modes that you can transform into here, along with the Headmaster function, the trailer. Then on the back you've got Godbomber himself, the trailer, and the base mode showing him with the other two, as well as the combination. Nice artwork there, and that's pretty much it. So going into the little instruction booklet, you do have his stats right here. So there's that. You got battle station base mode, robot mode, vehicle mode, and you get your usual Takara comics. So here's page 1. I'm going to read what's going on there. Looks like Godbomber's rolling in. I guess this is kind of like their little video that they had in the anime. You got all these guys working on building Godbomber. If you zoom in here, actually see one of the Ninja Turtles. Looks like right there. Looks like Raphael. But it's actually, you know, hard head, so I guess they're just wearing stuff to protect their faces. I don't know. Just the way they have it drawn makes them look like a Ninja Turtles. But yeah, it's a hard head. Then you got looks like Highbrow or Blur right there. Another one there, Brainstorm. And then Chrome Dome over here. Got Rat Trapper. Yeah, Rat Trapper Cheetor watching. Then you've got Minerva, Cab, and Ghost Shooter. Oh, it's actually Rhinox, never mind. So I got all that. Now in this version, somehow Minerva becomes Nightbeat. You got Curse Armada Thrust, and I think Trick Diamond, stealing Godbomber away, along with Minerva as Nightbeat, and then they go and attack Ginrai. Then going back onto here, Godbomber transforms into his normal self, and they combine, and Minerva is left naked, showing off Triptychon on her PDA, which is Rewind. So that's a little weird. Anyways, getting onto the actual figure. So the big thing with this is you can combine them with the LG-35 Super Ginrai. Just go ahead and put that into there. Now you will have to split apart those little sections there, but go ahead and squeeze that together. And just like the original G1 toy, they're all one big unit. So that is that. So let's go ahead and get this guy into base mode, which is pretty simple. You just gotta take this, I believe, just slide that off. Do the same over on this side. That. It's also straightened out. And then this goes over here, fold out the wing, and that will clip onto there. Okay. Maybe you need to have it like that. Okay, so I got that totally wrong, and everything is starting to fall apart on here. Okay, so I got that totally wrong. So this section needs to actually tab onto, there we go. Just like that. I'll bring this section. I still think I'm doing something wrong here. And this section actually needs to rotate down and around. Just like that. And do the same over on this side, get this all straightened out. Put that down. And everything should clip on just like that. Open that up. And here we've got Godbomber in base mode. Now you can actually adjust these however you want. Probably just have them out like that. And again, this piece does not want to stay on. There we go. So yeah, there he is in base mode. So kind of saw part of the gimmick there, but go ahead and take these off. And he does have Combiner Wars style joints here for the attachment. Put that back up. Do all that. Get it straightened out. I'm going to take these guys out of here. Take these sections, pop them off. It'll be easier in the grand scheme of things. You want to take this, bring it, actually take these sections, bring them around. These will form the arms. Section up. And you want to actually open the canopy again, rotate that section around. It's just this little section right there. Bring that up. You want to make sure these little slots right here, alright, these little tabs right here go under, right down there, just like so. Then these little slots here, hopefully you're able to see that, right there. Go onto those little tab sections right here. And you want to rotate the fins back, or the wings. While you're tabbing those on, you want to rotate that back. Tab that on. Then from here, you just want to rotate the ratchet hips down, and this side will slide back onto here. This side will slide onto there. And he is going to get pretty tall, so let's bring this back up. Take the arm sections, fold out the hand, flip out this panel. Now this will go right onto here and wrap around to there. Just go ahead and fold down that panel. There's one arm done. Do the same over here. Bring out the hand. Fold this back. The peg will go into this port right here. Fold around, fold back. Make sure that's all even. Fold that down. And bring out these little arm cannons. So there's Godbomber for the most part. Now we just need to take this, pop off the helmet, and the cannon will plug right into that section there. And my white bounce is going crazy for some reason. Then we take our Headmaster here, which zoom in so you can see some details on him. Get the matte and black on the legs, the red visor, that's pretty much it. A lot of nice newly molded details. And fold them over. Let's go ahead and put the helmet on. There we go. And plug that right onto here. And there we've got Godbomber in robot mode. Now, right off the bat, I gotta say he does look pretty good. I mean, a lot of parts forming, but that's the whole gimmick of Godbomber. If you got a problem with that, then you honestly don't know anything about Super God Master Force. And you know, you could have it out, have the front bumper like that, or have it brought up like that. I actually kind of like it like that, because it just makes everything a little bit more streamlined, I guess you could say. Everything will just stay tabbed together. That's one other little thing, is some of the tolerance on mine at least are a little off, but it's not terrible. So as far as articulation goes, same usual, pretty much a swivel at the head. Hinge or a swivel at the shoulders, ratchet in and out there, very tight swivels at the bicep, 90 degrees at the elbow, although it does get kind of weighed down. Okay, never mind. Wrists are on a swivel, and you got the ball jointed thumb, bends here. You can do that without popping off the arms. There's no waist movement, just due to how he transforms. He's got about that far out on the hips. Kind of wish there was something you could do with these wheels, but oh well. You got swivel here. Put a good amount forward, decent amount back. Got ratchet there and a hinge here. You got ankle pivot. And thanks to the transformation, he's got forward and back, well, just at least forward ankle tilt, so tilt and then pivot. No, yeah. Alright, so here we have Godbomber and Super Ginrai together. Now let's go ahead and straighten out Ginrai some, or Ginrai. I'm just going to stick to Ginrai because that's what sounds right to me. So, getting it all straightened out so it doesn't fall over. So him and Godbomber are pretty much the same size. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the combination of these two. First thing we want to do is remove Ginrai's weapons. We'll just set them aside. Bring these back and extend the forearms. Come back here, fold up the heel spurs, and that is it for the time being. Make sure this is all. There we go. We'll just set that all aside for now. Now for Godbomber, go ahead and take this off. Check out the sword. And put that back together. Slide the legs off. Now, just like we did for the, oh, go ahead and take off the arms too, I guess. And the head. Now, just like for the base mode, you want to fold the feet down like that. And that's pretty much it for the foot. So, depending, yeah, you want the wheels on the outside. Just have this up like that. That's ready. Same here. Fold the heel, fold down the foot. Fold this all around like that. So for the arms, you want to completely flatten them out. Go ahead and put the hands back inside. Flatten this out. Then bring this down. Just for the time being. Actually, let's just leave that open. So we'll flatten this out completely. Fold away the hand. There's that. So for the body, want to straighten the legs out. Bring up the waist piece here. Actually, just go ahead and split this. Pretty much like you're turning it back into trailer mode. Just like that. Fold this section back down. And split this section here. Just like that. And carefully rotate it on this hinge. Actually, go ahead and fold these back to where, yeah, to where they're like that. So then I'm going to fold those back. Bring these sections around to where they're like this. Yeah. So just in case you didn't see that from forward, so bend it here, bring it back. You want those tabs facing out, facing this way. And then rotate this section back. And we're going to go ahead and flip that in as well, clipping it into place and having the wings straightened out. So just like that. Same on this side. Fold this back. Bring this around to where that tab's facing up right here. Then bring the wing forward. Rotate it back. Then bring this section back. Bring that there. What you need to do next is connect these two together at the tabs. Just, you can see what's going on here. Just like that. Make sure everything stays together when you get it straightened out. So there's that. I'm going to rotate these leg sections up and out of the way. Just like that. Actually, I want to bring this section straight down, keeping those tabbed together. And just make sure everything's straightened out. Go ahead and bring these legs sections up. there's that section all done. So bringing in Ginrai again. Want to take these little red sections and they will slot into here and clip onto these sides. So go ahead and just clip that on. So there's one leg done. This is fully secure, just push this into there. Just like that. So, second side, do the same. Get it all straightened out. Plug that section in. And get it to wrap around. There we go. And plug that into there. Doesn't really plug it, just more rests in there. And while we're here, let's go ahead and take the guns. Will it be on his shoulders in just regular Super Ginrai mode? Plug them in. You want to use that top port so you can have the full gun pointing forward there. Go ahead and do the same on this side. Plug that into there, bring that up. And just make sure Ginrai's legs aren't coming undone constantly. So there's that done. Now the arms are a little bit tricky. You see this little hook section right here, right above the hand. You want to take that and slide it in under the arm, just kind of hook it under there, and wrap this back section around. Close that. Bring this around, and that will tab into the slot here on the the hole there on the forearm. Do that, and that will close up there. And the same thing goes for this side. Just get that hook wrapped around under the forearm. Close up the back section. Take that up. This will plug into the port on the forearm. And there are his arms done. Go ahead and flip out these cannons. Then comes the real tricky part. Let's go ahead and raise the camera up more. Now this is going to be mostly tricky because I have to do this all while trying to focus on the camera. So bring this all down onto here. Then see these little tabs that plugged into the back of the cab on the truck? It's right there. Those will plug into these slots on the other side. I want to do that also while being careful of these tiny little hooks right there. It's a little hard to do, so just press that, tap that into here. Just do that there, and we almost got it. Come on, get in there. Then these will go to there. Do it on both sides. Then bring this down, and it will just kind of click into place. Go ahead and rotate that section up and out of the way. There we go. Then from here, I just need to keep these tabs together. Take Godbomber's helmet, and that will plug onto those holes right there. Oh, one thing I forgot is need to take the Ginrai guns, and those will plug into these little ports right here. Just need to be careful so you don't make everything fall apart. And there goes Godbomber's helmet. So do the same on this side. Make sure it's all staying together while you plug those guns on. Come on. Plug this back onto here. Then all we got left to do, so you can get him to stand without tipping over constantly. I guess, there we go. Plug Godbomber's missile launcher onto the right shoulder. And from there, just go ahead and plug the sword into his hand. And there we go. We finally have God Ginrai in robot mode. Looking very awesome. Now, like I said before, this is the Perfect Effect PC-15 head that I've got on here, and the Ginrai is inside his chest. Now, I don't 100% know if the one that they're doing for the inner robot, if that's 100% compatible with this yet. I guess we'll find out when that comes out, and you know, it might be just based on the photos that we've seen, but having in person, like I said, we'll have to find out. But I am very happy with how this turned out. It looks really good. Main issue is just trying to get in the stand perfectly. But I've had him displayed like this twice now, and nothing has gone too wrong. I mean, he has kind of tipped over once and that helmet's popped off, but on that, not too much has happened. Also, go ahead and open this chest piece up. You go ahead and put Shuta in here. As well as Godbomber himself. Or, you know, if you go by the Japanese series. And we'll go ahead and put the Takara Ginrai in here, even though it doesn't really make sense. Just do it to store them. Close that up. And click that back onto there. For some reason that's not wanting to close now. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Let's go ahead and get Ginrai out of there and shoot her. Just go ahead and get them all out of there. I guess for some reason it's not wanting to work. So, anyways, nothing really too much added as far as posability. It is kind of actually more limited, but you still got, you know, the feet here. Everything else pretty much the same. Okay, that was different. There goes the thigh pillar piece that we had inside from the Perfect Effect. It's not so perfect now if it's just going to pop off. Go and get that back in there. There we go. That is honestly the first time that's ever popped off on me. So, anyways, before this guy completely falls to shambles, which I don't think he will. I think this is just because it's on camera and oh, you know, the usual, oh, it's on camera, so now it's going to fall apart spiel. Anyways, this has been Dalton, Adultinian TFs. Hope you guys enjoyed this long video of God Ginrai, or Godbomber, from Takara, LG-42. I am running out of breath, so we are going to go ahead and end this here. Like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to check out all the links I've got down in the description below, along with the review for Super Ginrai. That will be down there. Also, be sure to check out Bricks in the Dollar, host of Stasis Lock, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All part of the Cool Table Network, so you can check out all those shows. And be sure to check out G1 Hexagon, host of Cybercast, every other Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, followed by Galactic Gumbo at around 8 to 8:30 Central Standard Time, sometimes around 9, just depending on the length of the previous show. And at the time of this recording, this next episode, which will be this following Saturday, which is the 10th of June, we will have Pete Sinclair from, well, formerly Fun Publications. He is hosting his own show in Covington, Kentucky. Pete's Robot Convention, June 23rd to the 24th. If you guys haven't registered yet, this Friday is the last day to do so at the time of this recording, so the 9th. So if you get your pre-registration in by January or June 9th of 2017, that is the last day. So do so. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoy Godbomber. I will see you all next time.